Testing 1, 2, 3 here. Just testing here. We're gonna get the softball game between Rushford Peterson and Chatfield going in just a little bit. Check back with us in just a couple minutes.
Minnesota, along with the Southern Minnesota Weekly League in both June and July, playing almost 100 league games. Many of the girls continue to play through fall and winter, and we are proud of their commitment to our organization's slogan, effort and attitude. We are proud that our organization has grown to offer scholarships to our graduating seniors, funding assistance to our varsity program and other youth programs, and was the driving force in the building of our new concession pavilion. Our 2022 graduating seniors became our school's first ever women's state champions and were some of the first to enter our program so many years ago. We are so proud of how far we have come together and look forward to a bright softball future. Thank you again for all your continued support and commitment to our program. Fireballers, line up and take your lap around the diamond. Good job, Fireballers. Hope you stay and cheer on your Chatfield Gophers, and make sure to check out our concession stand. All right, if you guys, I'm going to be starting lineups, okay? For the Rushford Peterson team, coached by head coach Holly Ecker and assistant coach John Loney, manager Kelly Ide.
Hey, welcome, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Rick Irish here on a much better weather night here for ball as compared to last week. And it's above 50 degrees, so we're happy about that. So we are facing the Rushford Peterson Trojans this evening. Gophers come in here off a nice weekend and a couple of good weeks of ball here, so things starting to roll together quite nicely for them. For the Rushford Peterson Trojans starting lineup, Schneider, Eckern, Tesh, Boyum will bat in the cleanup spot. Vaughn in the 5 spot. Hoynes, Megan, Bettinger, and Griffin round out the Rushford Peterson lineup. For the Gophers, McKenna Dornock will lead things off and play third base. Britton Ruskell at second base will bat second. In the 3 spot, Lexi Hinckley will be behind the plate. Katrin Johnson will pitch this evening and bat cleanup. Olivia Carver will play right field and bat number 5. In the 6th spot, Braylee Horseman, designated player this evening. Grace Finley will play first base. Knutson will be in center field and bat 8th. And Bryn Horseman will bat 9, and she'll be playing shortstop tonight for the Gophers. Now, as they go through the starting lineups here for the Gophers, probably got some stats here from Eby. Now, for the Gophers here, just stats-wise, percentages, pretty darn good for the Gophers. We got McKenna Dornock sitting at a .536 average. And Lexi Hinckley, 483. Olivia Carver's a 429. Britton Ruskell is hitting 423. Katrin Johnson, 375. Kendall Knutson. Kendall, I'm sorry, I blanked on your name when I did the lineup. She is hitting 375, or 333 rather. Katrin Johnson at 375. And we're going to take just a quick break and get our national anthem in. Alrighty, here we're going to get things started. Actually, meeting at the plate here. We're going to get Brent Berg handing the lineup card over to Coach Eckern from the Rushford Peterson Trojans. Just some really quick pitching stats here. Innings pitched here. Riley Urban has thrown 36.1 innings, or had a 36.1 innings of work. Katrin Johnson at 15.2 innings of work. So both pitchers throwing pretty darn well thus far this year. 19 total walks in there. Strikeouts 61 total. Earned runs only 13 between the two of them there. So nice job on the mound here, a 1-2 punch. And I think you're going to get maybe a little different look from each one of them when they're on the mound. However, they're throwing strikes for the most part, and that's the number one thing here. Walks will haunt you, obviously, if you've ever been to an old Twins game in the Metrodome. That was the big thing on the Jumbotron there. So, also tonight here we had Take Your Daughter to the Park night. So all the fireballers were able to get on the field and run that lap. And we've got, just a ton of girls here in the summer that play, as Allison mentioned here, well over 100 ball games throughout the year. And just a great program. We've got some of the older girls that usually come back and help out a little bit during the summer. It's something that they start out, I think, 8, 9 years old, roughly, kind of like the same as, the boys program. And then they're just consistent all the way through that 17U program when they finally got to say goodbye to their summer ball days with the Fireballs and move on up. But great program here in Chatfield, and it's produced, obviously, here that one state title and a lot of great teams. Well, we've got captains breaking here at the plate. Looks like we're going to get things underway. Also, just want to mention here, they dedicated a bench here to Mike Bernard tonight, and he's done so much for, just about anything you want to touch here in town and then specifically at the school. If you needed anything, he's there to donate, or he was there to donate. And not always monetary. A lot of times, yes. However, he put a lot of time and effort and was always there with something here for each program and anything going on at the school, concessions-wise, sports, you name it, he was there. Obviously, Bernard Bus here provided transportation, or provides transportation still for the school here, and I believe in Rushford, and also a couple of the other schools in the area. So he's heavily involved in school activities, or he was heavily involved in school activities. I wanted just to shout out to his family as well, because they're keeping his legacy going with that same business and always being there for people. Josh, Nate, Kaylee, Lisa, thank you very much. Much appreciated for all you do. Well, we're going to get things going here. Schneider's going to lead things off. Katrin Johnson in the circle for the Gophers. First pitch upcoming. Right down Main Street, strike one. Good starter. Looked like she almost took just a tiny bit off that one. Dropped a bit. Going to come on the inside half. Strike two. That's how we like to work efficiently. Schneider down 0-2 here. Katrin with the offering, takes it off, a little bit off that one, goes on the outside half, and first strikeout of the ball game. One down here, and Eckern will step to the plate for the Trojans. Eckern went up with her jacket, so ump and asked that she takes that off. Katrin first offering to her, going to shoot that one over. Hey, Dan Keefe, there you go. I think that's Dan anyway. Hey. Strike one, but a foul ball. There's a lucky fan over there across just past first base. Fouls that one off. Eckern up there to swing the bat. Nice. Takes a lot off that one. Drops, the bottom drops out, and we got their second strikeout of this first inning. Tesh steps to the plate. Ooh, that one's going to be just out. Good pitch here. One that she hasn't thrown yet tonight, and just kind of trying to expand that strike zone a bit. That one's going to stay up, ball 2. 2-0 to Tesh, number 3 hitter, and Catron looking for a quick inning of work. Right down Main Street, 2-1. Goes outside, kind of a little bit different release point there. I think she probably just brought it across a bit. 3-1, hitter's delight here to Tesh. She is going to take a cut at one in the upper register, but I think probably a strike. Maybe would like that one back. 3-1, she wanted to look for hers. Catron offers. Long fly ball here. It's going to be off the base of the fence. Kendall Knutson to make the play there at the fence. And stand-up double for Tesh. Nice at-bat for Tesh. First base runner of the game. 2 down, however. Runner on second base. That'll bring up Boyum. Good cut on the outside. Catron locating there. I mean, she's hitting those outside edges. She's in really good shape. 0-1. And she goes outside again. Tesh with a big lead, but don't want to give her that extra base. So Lexi hopping up quickly, but probably not going to toss it down there. 0-2, and we'll see if she comes with that change and lets it drop out here. She's going to go down with it. Third strike. Over to first base, and we've got our third out of this first inning. Lexi to first base to Grace Finley for the third out. Well, one runner here, a double in the form here of Tesh with a nicely hit ball off the base of the fence. She is stranded, however, at second base. Well, Rolling Well scoreboard reads 0-0 Gophers and Trojans. For the Gophers in the bottom of the first inning, Dornack, Ruskell, and Hinckley will be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the bottom of the first. McKenna Dornack steps to the plate for the Gophers. First offering's going to stay up. Ball 1. 1-0 to McKenna Dornack. McKenna, 500-plus batting average, swinging a hot bat so far. That one's going to stay up as well. Gopher hitters are going to have to sit back It's tough for young hitters here to just kind of keep those hands back and be patient. But they're going to have to wait for their pitch. 3-0 to McKenna Dornack, leadoff batter in the bottom of the first inning. Score is 0-0 on the Rollin' Wells scoreboard. That one's going to stay up. McKenna hustles down to first base with the walk. Britt Ruskell steps to the plate. That one's going to stay up as well. McKenna with a feigned steal. Like she might be thinking about a delayed steal. It's possible here. Ball one to Britt Ruskell. 1-0. Ooh. McKenna back to first base. Good back pick here from the catcher. Evens the count at 1 apiece here. 1-1 to Britt Ruskell. And that one's going to be in the upper register. She takes a good hack at it. Sit back here, Britton. 1-2. Nobody down here in the bottom of the first after a leadoff walk to McKenna Dornack. Hoo! Got to have those, Bell. Shoots one hard over to the first base side. Bellberg at the first base coach's box is like a cat over there. Knocks that one down. Oh, good change. Just catches the outside. That's going to be the first out of the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring up Lexi Hinckley. And Lexi specifically just got to be patient. She's got to hit hers. Brent Berg over at third base, or Coach Berg, is kind of stepping back just a bit. And there's going to be a base hit between short and third. McKenna Dornack holds there. Good hard hit ball. Lexi Hinckley, nice shot over there. That'll bring up Katrin Johnson. She is on the mound today. Katrin, I think, had a dinger over the weekend in Rochester. It's important not to just try to do too much. Just hit the ball hard. Nice hard shot. McKenna Doring's going to come around to score. And I believe it's that'll be the first run here for the Gophers. Another nice shot here. Hard hit ball between short and third. That'll bring up Olivia Carver. Olivia hitting from the left side of the plate. Emily Bova she's running actually at second base for Lexi Hinckley. Oh, they're going to call a strike here, Liv. That's all right. It's all right. 0-1 to Olivia Carver. Runners on first and second for the Gophers. That one's going to stay outside. Evens the count up at 1 apiece. Again, Bova is at second base, running for Lexi Hinckley. Olivia Carver at the plate. One run is scored already here for the Gophers. Oh, Liv's going to try to lay that one down. Tough pitch on that outside to handle with a bunt. Well, hang tough here. Make this productive. 1-2 here. Olivia Carver just gets a piece of it. It's hanging on. That one's going to stay up. Bova with a bigger lead at second base. Evens the count at 2 apiece. 2-2 here to Olivia Carver. 1 down in the bottom of the first inning. Gophers up in this one 1-0. Runners on first and second. And that'll be the second out of the inning here. That'll bring up Braley Horseman. 2 down, bottom of 1. Gophers up in this one 1-0. That one will stay up. Got a runner at first base as well for Katrin Johnson. She's the pitcher today, so there's a runner. That one will stay inside. 2-0 to Braley Horseman. Running at first base is Anna Burnau. Emily Bova at second. 2 down here. That one's going to stay up. 3-0 to Braley Horseman, and my guess is she's going to have the old red light. Make sure you see one here. It's got to be you. That one's going to stay just at the top of the zone. Still up in this count. Hitter's delight, 3-1. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Gophers lead it 1-0. Looking to tack on a couple more. And that's going to stay up. And a walk drawn here from Braley Horseman. That'll bring up Grace Finley, the first baseman today. Grace steps in. Left side of the plate. Bases are loaded with Gophers. And that one's top of the zone, but called a strike. I think that's just dropping down just enough as it comes across the plate. 1 strike to Grace. Grace Finley at the plate. 2 down here, bottom of 1. Takes a big cut. Fouls that one back. 0-2, Grace Finley at the plate. Gophers are up 1-0 here. Bases are loaded. They'd like to capitalize on this. Hit 1-2 the gap and get a few runs out of this deal. Pitch upcoming. That one will stay up. 1-2. High pop to the left side. Third baseman is out, and it's going to drop. Braley Horseman gets to third base here. We're going to score 2 runs on that deal. Runners were off, obviously, at the crack of the bat. So Gophers go up in this one 3-0. Braley Horseman advances to third base. And Grace Finley there with a base knock over to left field. She's going to be smartly there with the throw. Runs, gets to second base. That'll bring up Kendall Knutson. Hard hit ball to short. Fielded cleanly over to first. And she is going to be safe. Good hustle down there. Just pulled the third baseman off. Couldn't keep her foot on the bag. That'll be the 4th run of this inning. Grace Finley advances to third base. Kendall with, you know what? We're going to give her a hit. That's a hard hit ball. Bryn Horseman, shortstop for the Gophers, comes to the plate. Runners on first and third. Bryn's going to take that for a strike. Job drawing that throw. I like that. She got back and dove back to the base in plenty of time, but making that catcher think back there right now. Another hard hit ball to short. Fielded cleanly over to first base, and this time the stretch is good and keeps her foot on the bag. However, the damage is done for the Gophers in the bottom of the first inning. They plate 4 runs and go up 4-0. Roland Wells scoreboard reads 4-0 in favor of the Chatfield Gophers. We will be back with the top of the second inning with Vaughn, Hoynes, and Megan after this. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the top of the second inning. Gophers leading this one 4-0 after a big bottom of the first inning. Vaughn steps to the plate. Ball 1 to her from Katrin Johnson. Ball 2 on the inside. Here's ground ball back to the pitcher, Katrin Johnson, over to Grace Finley for the first putout. Good job coming back here. Got down 2-0 in the count. Came back with one right down Main Street and induced a soft grounder to her at the pitcher's mound. So, 1-3 putout for the first out of this inning. Well, there we go. It's like deja vu all over again, Yogi. 1-3 putout here for the second out. Hoynes is taken down, and that 1-3 putout. Megan will come up to bat. She's going to go on the inside half. 1-0. Good hold at the plate. Gophers lead this one 4-0. Hey, right down Main Street evens the count at 1 apiece. Little different setup here tonight. We've got the JV game directly following the varsity game tonight. Ooh, Lexi tried to pull that one back. Ball 2, however, 2-1. 2 down here in the top of the second. Ooh, 3-1. Stays up. Just go after him, Katrin. 2 down here. Good job. Hits the top of the zone for a strike. Full count up to Megan. 2 down in the bottom, or actually the top of the second inning. Shoots one over there. Olivia to track that one down. Good job staying alive at the plate here from Megan. Outfielder's going to shift just a little bit. Got Kylie Sin in left field. Kendall Knutson in center. That one's a pop-up. And we talk. We've got Britton Ruskell with the putout in a 1-2-3 snapper mow. Down inning here for Johnson. And we go to the bottom. Bottom of the second inning. Gophers will bring the top of the order back up. Dornack, Ruskell, and Hinckley will be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Gophers lead this one 4-0 on the Rollin' Well scoreboard. McKenna Dornack takes a cut at that one, fouls it back over the backstop. 0-1 to her. Gophers plated 4 in the first inning. They lead this one 4-0 over Rushford Peterson. Gatron Johnson made quick work of the lineup last inning here, the top of the second rather. High fly ball over to right field. That one's going to stay in here, but it's going to be over the head of the right fielder. McKenna's going to dig for third. She will stand with a leadoff triple. Leadoff batter on for the Gophers here, and McKenna Dornack. That'll bring up Britton Ruskell. She is the second baseman today. Had a put out in the top of the second inning here for the third out. And Britton has that patented shot she likes to shoot over to the right side, and that'd be about just the best time for that to happen right now. Good job holding off. You could tell she wanted to take a cut at that one. She kind of popped up on it. Got to keep down. 1-0, Britton Ruskell at the plate. Good hard hit ball up the middle. That's going to score the run. 6-3 put out. However, RBI for Britton Ruskell. One down in the bottom of the second inning. Gophers lead this one 5-0. McKenna Dornack comes around to score. After that leadoff triple, Lexi Hinckley, who had a base hit the first at bat, will step to the plate. She will hit one hard straight to center field. That is a rocket. Lexi's going to stand up at second base. Boy, that thing was on a line. I thought I was actually going to have to move. I've only been hit on the CCTV van once at a softball game, and that was enough. Lexi Hinckley is going to get a runner. Emily Bova will come in and run for her. There was no doubt about that one. Lex hit her right on the numbers, that's for sure. Gatron Johnson steps to the plate. Hits one hard. Hey, Brent Berg tried to get that one. Yeah, I think back in the day he probably has that one. Throws a knuckleball over to first base for the out. 0-1 here to Gatron Johnson. Nice to see the aggressiveness at the plate from the Gophers. That one kind of squirreled off the end of the bat, kind of a flip over from the pitcher. 1-3 put out for the second out here. Will advance. Emily Bova to third base. That'll bring up Olivia Carver. Olivia struck out her first at bat here. Just wants to get a good productive at bat. Hit the ball hard. It's going to stay up. Bova taking a pretty good lead down there at third base. 1-0 to Olivia Carver. It's in. Nice job. Good eye there. 2-0. Hit yours here, Olivia. Good cut. Two and one to Olivia Carver. Just comes straight toward that pitcher. Hit her hard right up the gut. Outside, 3-1. Hitter's delayed, 3-1 count. It's got to be your pitch here. Yeah, that's going to drop in on the outside half. Full count to Olivia Carver. Hang in there, Liv. Here we go. 5-0 in favor of the Gophers. So we're going to miss there. Strikeout here. Another run here in the bottom of the second inning for the Gophers. Rolling well scoreboard reads 5-0 in favor of Chatfield as we go to the top of the third inning, rather. Bettinger, Griffin, and Schneider to the top of the order. We go. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, folks. We go to the top of the third inning. Gophers leading this one 5-0 on the Rolling Well scoreboard. Schneider steps to the plate. One strike on her. She will take another cut and go down quickly 0-2. Cajun Johnson just going right down the middle with these. Don't have to get too exotic. Let's just get this 8-9 batter. Good pitch right down Main Street. That's what we like to see. Actually, that was Bettinger. I apologize. That will bring up Griffin. Strike on the inside, swing and a miss. Quickly ahead again. 0-1. Goes to the inside. Evens the count at 1 apiece, 1-1 here to Griffin. Foul ball in the box to Griffin. 1-2, one down, bottom or top of the third inning. Gophers lead this one 5-0. Right down the middle here, second strikeout of the top of the third inning. That'll get back to the top of the order for the Trojans. Schneider will step to the plate. Catron got her swinging here in the top of the first inning. Kind of came across her body a little bit on that one. Ball one, 1-0. High pop behind the plate. Lexi locates it. Third out, 1-2-3 inning once again with a pop to the catcher. And that'll do it. Rolling Well scoreboard reads 5-0 in favor of the Gophers. Gophers will bring Braley Horseman, Grace Finley, and Kendall Knutson to the plate in the bottom of the third inning. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, folks. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Braley Horseman to lead things off for the Gophers. Ground ball to the third baseman. 5-3 put out to start the bottom of the third inning. Braley kind of got caught up on the inside on that one. That will be the first out of the bottom of the third inning. And that'll bring up Grace Finley first baseman for the Gophers today. Grace had a hit to the left field side of the ball field here. 1-1 on the day, or 1-4-1 rather. Ball 1 to Grace. Ooh, hard hit ball right back to the pitcher and snags it. 2 down. It's just got the glove up just in time there. Good hard hit ball up the gut. Kendall Knutson steps to the plate. That one stays up. 1-0 to Kendall. Pop to the left side. Shortstop comes up to make that play. 1-2-3 inning here for the Gophers. Well, still 5-0 in favor of the Gophers on the Roland Wells scoreboard. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Gophers leading this one 5-0. Eckern, Tesh, and Boyum for the Trojans. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Gophers leading this one 5-0 on the Roland Wells scoreboard. Katrin Johnson in the circle tonight. Ooh, hard hit ball down the first base line. Grace Finley flips it to first. Hey, good cover there from Britt Ruskell. That was a hard shot right on the line. Grace couldn't make the catch. However, she hustles down and grabs it, and Britt Ruskell adeptly is there for the put out at first base. Good coverage there and good talks here by the Gophers. So a 3-4 put out at first base. One you don't see that often. Nice change. Going to stay up, but gets the swing on it anyway here. Tesh at the plate. Tesh with a hit. Actually a double in her first at bat. And that one's going to drop down, but Katrin is pretty steady diet of some changes here. Let's see if she tries to go out and nibble on that outside edge. Lexi moving in a bit. Oh, she goes out with it. Good job. Good pitch. That's a nice little change. Tesh swings at that one on the inside. That'll be the second out of the top of the 4th inning. That will bring up Boyum, the number 4 batter today for the Trojans. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Gophers lead at 5-0. That'll be strike 1. Job working ahead. Get ahead, stay ahead. Goes out with that one. Boyum waves at that. It'll be 2 strikes to Boyum. Cleanup hitter for the Trojans today. Chopper down the third baseline. Over to first. She's going to be safe. McKenna Dornak comes up there. Good hustle down the line from Boyum. Bang, bang play. Infield hit for her. So a runner on first base with 2 down in the top of the 4th inning for the Trojans, trying to get something rolling here. We'll stay outside. 1-0. Vaughn at the plate for the Trojans. That one stays up. Lexi holds on to that one, but I'm thinking she's kind of wanting to backpick over that first baseline. Strike one, 2-1. Got Kieran Schmaltz in right field now. Strike two down Main Street. Big cut. Evens the count at 2 apiece. And that'll be a strikeout. That'll be the second strikeout of the top of the 4th inning for Cadron Johnson. Well, infield hit. Strands a runner at first base. Gophers still lead this one on the Rolling Wall scoreboard. 5-0. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Gophers leading this one 5-0. Bryn Horseman at the plate for the Gophers. Ball 1 to her. That one's going to stay up. Bryn, good speed on the base paths. Chopper to short. Good throw over. 6-3 put out to start things in the bottom of the 4th. Nice play there at short. One down. That'll bring up McKenna Dornack. And she had a double her last at bat. Was also been on base in the 1st inning with a walk. That one's going to catch the outside. 0-1 to McKenna Dornack. That one will stay up. Evens count at 1 apiece. 5-0 in favor of the Gophers. Britt Ruskell on deck. That will stay up. 2-1. That'll even the count at 2 apiece. 2-2 to McKenna Dornack. 1 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, McKenna, I will give you props. That was a tough one to lay off here, especially after that last call, but she pushes this one full. Payoff pitch to McKenna Dornack. 1 down, bottom of 4. That one's going to stay outside. She induces another walk, and wow. Whew. Got me worried sitting back here. Well, Britton Ruskell steps to the plate with 1 down at the bottom of the 4th inning. McKenna Dornack on first base for the Gophers. They lead this one 5-0. Ball 1 to Britton Ruskell. Lexi Hinckley gets over to the on-deck circle on the other side here. And Britt's going to square to bunt. That's going to be a foul ball. Evens the count at 1 apiece to Britt and Ruskell. Squares to bunt once again, and that's going to be another foul ball. I think that's hitting her as she gets out of the box. She just has got to get that out front here. 2 strikes to Britt and Ruskell. Got to hang in there, hit the ball hard. Going to push that one to the right side, and that one's going to fall in there. McKenna Dornack here halfway. Good job. And that's going to drop for a Texas Leaguer, Britton Ruskell, with her first hit of the ball game. Well, runners on first and second to start things off. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Lexi Hinckley, who had a line shot off the base of the fence, and she rocketed that one. Her last at bat with a double. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Lexi Hinckley steps to it. That one's going to stay up. 1-0. And it's assuming they want to be a little careful with Lexi. I do a little shoe tie-in here at second base. Hinckley steps back into the box. 5-0 in favor of the Gophers. That one down Main Street. She's going to get this one up the gut. McKenna Dornack's going to round and score from second base. Runners advance. Good heads-up base running by the Gophers. McKenna Dornack comes in to score for her 3rd run of the game, actually. Her Ruskell's going to get to third base. Lexi Hinckley with another hit in the 3 spot. Well, Katrin Johnson steps to the plate. Hitting her first at-bat and a 1-3 put-out in the second at-bat for her. Emily Bova once again running for Lexi Hinckley. Lexi's a catcher today. We want to give her a little extra time to get gear on and take a breath before the next inning. That one's going to stay down. Britton Ruskell here with a big lead on third base. Runners on first, or second and third, rather. Couple more ducks on the pond for Katrin if she can hit a shot to the gap. That one's going to stay up. 2-0, Katrin Johnson. First base open. That one's going to stay down. Going to get past the catcher. Britton Ruskell down for another run in this ball game. Emily Bova advances to third base. So 3-0 to Katrin Johnson. Red light time. Or we'll see if maybe Coach Berg gives her the green light here. 3-0 and a 7-0 lead in this ball game. Runner at third. And he's going to give her that strike. It's just a 3-1. Hey, your pitch still. 3-1 to Katrin Johnson. She thought maybe it might have been a ball, but it was up there. I've been calling it fairly consistently, however. Going to hit it hard past the third baseman. Cleanly fielded in left field, but throw's going to get away, and Katrin Johnson's going to take that extra base. Nice job. Heads up. We're going to get courtesy runner for her. So Katrin Johns with another hit for herself. Anna Bernal will run. She will be at second base. Karen Schmaltz steps to the plate for the Gophers. Hits one down the line. Going to step on first base. Hit that one hard down the line. Advances the runner, however. Katrin Johnson, or actually Anna Bernal, going to be at third base. Unassisted play over there for the second out. That one will stay in. Braley Horseman at the plate. Gophers have plated 3 so far in the bottom of the 4th inning. Fouled straight back. Evens the count at 1 apiece to Braley Horseman. Here's Braley. High pop here to center field. Fielded cleanly here, an F8 to end this rally in the bottom of the 4th inning. However, 3 more runs for the Gophers, and the Roland Wall scoreboard reads 8-0 in favor of the Chatfield Gophers. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Hoynes, Megan, and Bettinger will come up for the Trojans. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Ricky Irish. Well, a couple of defensive adjustments here for the Gophers. Left field is Riley Urban, and center Kylie Sin will move over from left field to center field. Strike 1 to Hoynes. Bottom drops out on that one. Boy, took a lot off on that change. And that'll be strike 2 to Hoynes. Nobody down here, top of 5. Gophers lead at 8-0. Gatron tries to gas it up a little bit, stays high and outside. Still up 1-2 on Hoynes. Evens count at 2 apiece. Fastball on the outside gets her first strikeout of the top of the 5th inning. 1 down, top of 5. Gophers lead at 8-0. That will bring up Megan. Down Main Street. Britt Ruskell ranges to her left, and that one's going to get out of her containment, and it'll be the first base runner for the Trojans here in this inning. Bettinger comes to the plate. She struck out in her first at-bat. She squares the bunt, pulls that back. Oh, Lexi just, I think, I don't know how far they're getting off. It's kind of a tough angle for me to see here, but she is really thinking about that. Fakes the throw over there. Good job, Kieran. Got to be, everybody's got to stay engaged. You got an 8-0 lead with a runner on first base. Everyone's just got to stay engaged into the ball game here. Ball up high. One down. Three and one. The count to Bettinger. Gonna come up top with that another strike. Runs this one full. So Katrin Johnson sitting at a 3-2 count to Bettinger. One down, top of 5. She's going to come right down Main Street. Second strikeout of this inning. 2 down. We go to Griffin. Strike 1. Lexi does throw that one down. Good job. Evens count 1 apiece. 2 down, 2-1. Going to be off the glove of Johnson. Oh, and yes, a 4-3 put out here. Britt Ruskell with a quick toss over there to get her. Third out of the top of the 5th inning here. And after an error and a runner reached base, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Gophers will bring up Grace Finley, Kendall Knutson, and Bryn Horseman. Actually, it might be Riley Urban in there for Knutson, but Finley, Urban, and Horseman will be right back. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Gophers leading this one 8-0. If they can knock in a couple of runs here, we can get this going in 5. We're going to bring up Grace Finley. Gophers in this game have 9 hits. Grace is going to push one over to left field, and that's going to be a base knock. Good job getting that one in. So another hit over to the left side there for Grace Finley. Going to bring up Riley Urban. She came in at the left field position here this last inning. That one's going to stay, looks like probably up and out a bit. One and 0 to Riley Urban. That one's going to stay up. 2-0. We're on first base here, and Grace Finley, her second hit of the ball game. Gophers trying to tack this on a couple of runs to get out of here in 5. That one's going to be low and be 3-0 to Riley Urban. Well, a little warmer here today. Still got a little bit of that April breeze going on. And that one's going to drop in for a strike. However, 3-1, still a hitter's count for Riley Urban. She's thinking of one pitch in just a small little area. And that one's going to stay down. Urban with a walk. Runners on first and second. That'll bring up shortstop Bryn Horseman. Grace Finley taking a big lead there. Aggressive base runner. She's got a nice lead in case they're going to get one through there. She's going to be off to the races for that run, that's for sure. That one will stay up. 2-0. Bryn Horseman at the plate. I'd like to see something to the gap from her. Going to push it to the right side. That's going to fall for a base knock. Runners are going to advance. Going to get past the right fielder. Throw to the plate. Not in time, obviously, there. And Grace Finley. 9-0 in favor of the Gophers. Outside, 2-0. McKenna up in this count. She can be picky and hit hers. Just hit some green here. That one's going to stay up. 3-0 to McKenna Dornack. Bryn Horseman on second base. On third base is Riley Urban. Going to have to be perfect for her to go after this one. Just likely going to take a strike. That one's going to stay up. Bases are loaded with Gophers. We're going to get a little meeting on the mound. So after that walk, Gophers load the bases. Rushford Peterson talking about what they want to do at with this one here. Obviously, they want to prevent that run from coming home. They got to field this cleanly, come to the plate, and just make sure of one. 9-0 in favor of the Gophers. Britton Ruskell steps to the plate in the bottom of the fifth inning here. Bases are loaded. Oh, Anna Bernau, rather. She's hitting for Britton. That one will stay on the inside. Ball one to her. Good cut. Going to pull that one foul. Evens the count at 1 apiece. 1-1 to Anna Bernau. It's going to stay up. Look like she's out in front of that one. 1-2 to Bernau. Just need to hit a little green here. Flip it over the infield. That one will stay down. Ball, however, stays pretty darn close to the catcher, and that'll be 2-2 to Anna Bernau. Evened up. Gophers' lead is 9-0 over the Rushford Peterson Trojans. Bernau looking to capitalize here, get this one over. Hangs tough. Good job. Productive at bat so far from Anna Bernau here, making her work. Hinckley on deck for the Gophers. She's had a good night at the plate. A couple of hits for her. Bernau with a hard shot down the line. Good job here stretching this bat out. 2-2 the count to Anna Bernau. Sit back here. Hit her hard. Good battle so far. Counts even at 2 apiece. And that one's going to stay up. 3-2. Nowhere to put her here. Anna's got to be kind of that fine line of aggressive and hit her. She's had a good at bat here. Has hung in there with 2 strikes with a few foul balls. That one's going to stay up, and she is going to get that final RBI to walk this one off. 10-0 in favor of the Gophers. I'm going to tabulate a few stats here, and we'll be right back with a quick post-game wrap-up. Well, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Ricky Irish. Well, we take this one. Gophers take it over the Rushford-Peterson Trojans. 10-0 on the old Roland Wells scoreboard. Gophers got 4 runs right away in the bottom of the first inning. Added another one on in the second. Things went quiet here in the third and the fourth inning, and then they got 3 in the fourth and another couple in the fifth inning to end this thing 10-0 over the Rushford-Peterson Trojans. The Gophers knocked out 11 hits in this 10-0 win. Katrin Johnson, a nice day on the mound. 10 strikeouts in this one. Well, just checking here, scoreboard-wise, I was hoping to kind of get a score from the guys in Rushford-Peterson down there. The old 305 left field line down there in Rushford. Nice ballpark in the complex in Rushford. But remember here, we've got JV playing right after this ball game, so if you want to see some more softball action, stick around for it. Also, the boys JV is over at the baseball field. So for Rick Irish, I'm Andy O'Connor. Good night, all.